Hi there, this is Kazungu Duncan. In today's video, I am going to show you how to convert a raster image or a raster logo into a vector inside Adobe Illustrator CC 2021. So without further ado, let's get started. So my friend, the first thing to do is to open a new document inside Adobe Illustrator. All you need to do is to click on Create New, and then we shall create a square. So many logos are squares, and so we shall use a square in this very tutorial. My friend, all I need to do is to first of all give this a title. So I'll just say vector logo, just like that, vector logo. Then I will change the dimensions to pixels. So I'll have 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. So I'll just click here and type the height and the width to be the same. Then I will leave all the others as default as they are, and then I will click on Create New. Yes, so we have our document opened here, and we now need to start working. So I had a sample logo from one party in my country, that is Kenya. I just want to make that into a vector. So my friend, all I need to do is to come and open that folder and drag and drop that very raster logo inside the very software. So I put it into this folder. So all I need to do is to drag it and place it inside Adobe Illustrator, just like that. So this is a PNG, it is a raster image, and we need to make a logo out of it. Look at that. I just love the simplicity of this logo, and I know that it will save us time to learn how to turn a raster image or a PNG into a vector. So the first thing to do is to bring it into this very document, and I will now make it big, just like that. I want it to be so big so that I can see what I am working on. And then I can align it both vertically and horizontally so that it is at the center, and that will give us something cool. Then I'll come under layers. I'll want to first of all I'll create a new layer. So I'll just come here and click on this icon to create a new layer. Then I will lock this layer so that I'm not tampering with the position of this very raster logo. I will select layer 2 so that I will be working on layer 2 as I make the vector. Then I will zoom in, just like that. If you zoom in, you see it is rasterized, and my friend, it doesn't look good. But if you zoom out, it looks so beautiful when it is too small. So all I need to do is to zoom in. And by the way, we can analyze this and see what we need. So we need some hands. You can go online and search for silhouette.
Silhouette.
Whatever. So you search for that, and my friend, you will come and trace it using the pen tool. Then we have the ellipse. These are two circles, of course. Then we have the word Jubilee. And I don't know if we can find the exact font that they used, but if we don't, we shall see an option for that. Then we have Tuko Pamoja as their slogan. So my friend, I do not need to go and download the silhouette or silhouette. I don't know how to pronounce that, my friend. You can ask Google to help you pronounce that word. So I need to trace everything here, and I will start with the hands because it will take us much time to do that. So let's start with the complex things as we move to the easiest ones. So I will start drawing this first hand, then I will follow with the next hand. So all I need to do is to hit P on the keyboard to access the pen tool, or basically come and select it from here, and then I will click here to put my first anchor point. This is a straight line, so I'll just come here and click. Then I will make a curve. To make a curve, you click and drag, and you can see it is a shape. I don't want it to be a shape, I want it to be a path. So I'll come here and make sure that there is no fill color. So I just need the path itself. Then I will cut that and just make here some cool curves If you don't know how to use the pen tool, I recommend a video by Pixie Imperfect. Please, you can check it out on his channel from Pixie Imperfect. He did a good video on that, so you may want to go and check it out. But then we shall do this and just draw this, and my friend, I believe it will be the best. If you find any value in this video, my friend, you know what to do. Boop that like button so that I can reach out to many more people. It will do good to me, and I will be very happy if you can do that for me. So we shall make these curves imitating the original hand, how it looked like, and I believe that we are going to achieve the same thing. Then at the end of the day, you will see the difference between the rasterized logo and the vector logo. Then you'll see how beautiful that will be looking like. So let's just make random shapes here. We shall work on the curves later on. I believe I will show you how to make them at least more curved, and to avoid these sharp ends. My friend, a sub to the channel will do me fine. If you have not subscribed yet, my friend, I would ask you to subscribe. And not only subscribe, you ring that bell so that, my friend, you do not miss any other future video that I'm going to offer on this very channel. So this may take time, but my friend, I know if you want to get something cool, you will spend the whole time in the world making this as beautiful as you want. For me, I may just run in randomly and just do what I feel like is necessary. But then if you want to make it more beautiful, please, you have the whole time in the world to go and make this as beautiful as you would wish it to be. So my friend, if I make a mistake, please don't judge me, because I'm just showing you what to do, so you'll go and make it by yourself. Let me just make this to finish this curve just like that. And then I will come and ta-da, that has been completed. The next thing to do is now to make this shape. So I'll just come and click here to put the anchor point. Then I will click here and make this curve just like that. And then, my friend, I will make that just like that. And I will also draw in here. And my friend, I will finish it up just like that. Then I will make these fingers in here, so I'll just click to put the first point, and my friend, the rest is history. At least you now are familiar with what I am doing. Control Z, I needed to finish this just like that. Then I'll also do the same here, and my friend, I know you are getting value out of this very video. And ta-da, that has been completed. I will still do the same here, and the process repeats itself again and again. And my friend, if the video is boring, my friend, you can forward this and go to the next step. But if you like to see what I'm doing, you can stick along and, my friend, see what I am doing just like that. And ta-da, that is complete. We are almost through. Let me make this again just like that. Bring this here and make this curve complete. And finally, let me make this just like that. Make this little curve. Sorry, Control Z, cut that anchor point and bring it here. And finally, ta-da, I'm through. So I have spent a little time to just draw that. Then after that, we shall fill those shapes with color. My friend, we can fill with color at this moment because we don't want to get confused. So you just select them, pick the first one, hold shift, and now select the others so that we can give them color at the same time. Just like that. So you just select those paths, yes, and then you come to the colors. You double click in here, give it a different color. So for me, let me first of all give it blue, just like that. So we have the hands completed. Then all we need to now check is, are they sharp corners or they are good? You see, like here we have a bump, a sharp corner, so all I need to do is to select the direct selection tool and then come here and try to bring this in just like that, so that we can make this as smooth as possible. Let me look if we have another sharp end like this, and I can decide to bring this arm just like that. Now look at that. I can also make this just like that. So we need it to be as smooth as possible. You will spend here the whole time in the world to make this even look more beautiful. Sorry, Control Z. I think that one is fine. So you'll spend your time to see that everything is okay. Just move these anchor points here and there and make sure that they are smooth corners and avoid these sharp edges. So maybe this can be something like that. Then I'll bring this in. Yes, look at that. It's now a rounded corner and not a sharp corner. Bring this in just like that. I will also bring this. Yes, now look at that. It is now smooth. You may want to spend a lot of time here because, my friend, if it is a client, you need to give a clean work, but this is just but a tutorial, so we may not spend the entire time making these corners smooth. But you understand what to do now. You just use the direct selection tool to move these points here and there to make sure that they are well, rounded just like that. I think I like that. Let me see, we can work on this because I feel this is sharp here. We don't need this sharpness. Maybe bring this in just like that. Then I can bring this out. Now, my friend, look at that. That is so fine. Yes, my friend, that is fine. I think we are through. Let me look at the other fingers. Do we have sharp corners? Yes, we have one here. And then we have one here. But then, have you realized I've made all the corners rounded? I said I want to make all of them rounded, but I found myself I've made them rounded. This is too sharp. Yes, that is now fine. Now look at that. I think I love you so much to a point that I'm making everything to be smooth for you. You can see now they look more beautiful than what we had before, because we needed these corners not to be as sharp as they are. We need them to be curved, and this is how you achieve that in Adobe Illustrator. My friend, I can use this arm to bring this a little bit out just like that. Then let me give a touch on this. I think yes, this is fine. Can also bring this in just like that to make this even more beautiful, just like that. Now look at that. Let me work on this. Yes, also work on these corners. Yes, that is fine. Thank you. So I believe the hands are complete. We have something more beautiful. The next thing to do now is to now create the ellipses, and then we shall go on to the text. So I will come here and pick the ellipse tool, and I will draw a circle. So to make a perfect circle, I'll hold Shift and draw that. Then I will give it a different color. So let me give it something like this. Which color is this? I don't know. Let me give it that. Then I don't want it to have the stroke, so I'll bring this in here, and I want to make it bigger. I'll just use this criteria to bring this to an exact point. Sorry, draw that just like that. Try to match these things. Yes, and this also just like that. So I will want to reduce the opacity of this very shape so that I can see if it is well positioned. So I don't know if I put it at the center. No, it won't be at the center, so I just need to use this very anchor points. Let me bring this down a little bit, just like that, and try to position this. I can use the arrow keys to position it exactly. I think even if it's not perfect, that is almost perfect, and I like that. So I'll just bring back the opacity to 100, and then I want to place it behind everything. So I'll right click on it, and then I'll go to arrange and send it to back, just like that. Then I want to make a copy of it, so I'll just select it. I can come to edit and say copy, then come back to edit and say paste. It will have made a copy. Then on that copy, I'll give it a different color before I even match it. So I'll just give it a different color, something like that, and then I'll try to bring it there. And I want also to send it backward, right? I want it to go back one more time. So I'll just come to arrange and send it to backward. There are so many. Let me just send it to back, then I'll bring it front one step. So send it to back, and then arrange and bring it to forward, just like that. Then when it is in the forward, I want to, remove the fill and then give it a stroke, right? So I'll come in here and make sure that there is no fill, then come to the stroke and give it a color. So I'll give it something reddish, just like that. And then I will increase the stroke by just coming on the properties and increasing the stroke, just like that. Now look at that. That now looks more fine. And my friend, I think I like that. So we see there's no fill, but we have the stroke in there. Then I want to let me do something like 30-ish or 35. So let me just type in 35. Control Z. I don't know. Let me just push this to 35. 35 is fine. And then maybe I would want to, deal with this size a little bit. So I'll just shrink this a little bit. I want it to fit somewhere, just like, I think that's fine. Let me increase it further. Control Z, I think that's too big. Let me try to shrink it again a little bit, just a little bit. Yes, I'm looking at this arm. I want it to be on the same line. So what I need to do is to remove remember we had the stroke on this very hands, huh? So I'll want to remove that from here. So just select the first one and then hold shift and select the others. We don't want them to have any stroke. I've just realized that they have stroke. So I'll just come to the stroke and cancel it so that it only has the color. So I'll want to increase it a little bit bigger. So let me just hold that and increase just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if that is fine. Let me now zoom in and increase it because I need to see what is happening. We still have very, very minimal space to fill in here. It's not that well drawn to scale, but then we shall try to achieve that. That's too much. Let me bring that in there. I guess that is fine. We can deal with the rest later on. So all I need to do with this hand is just to take the direct selection tool and take this point and push it to this Control Z. Select it first and then push it just like that. I just want it to be on this very line. You can zoom in and see what is happening. I think that is fine. This one was just fine. Thank you. Then I will zoom into the other end. I'll also select that and try to bring it to Control Z. Just select that point and bring it there on this red line, just like that. And then I will want to just come here and bring it in just like that. I just want it to be on that very, very line. Control 0 to fit it to the screen. Control 0, no. Let me take the move tool and just zoom in just like that. You see now we have everything we needed. Now we need to write Jubilee. So if we don't have a font that is similar to this, we need to trace this. The same way I traced the hands is the same way you are going to trace these very letters. But then assume that we have the font. We just need to write it and place it in here. So I will use any font, but if you want the exact font, you need to trace it if you don't have the font by yourself. So I will come and take the text tool, and then I will come here and write, sorry, what is this? Let me delete that. Take the text tool and write the word Jubilee. Then take the move tool and make it bigger, just like that. And I want to place it here and make it even more bigger. Yes, to just fit in there. Jubilee. We shall change the font and everything later on. Then I want to write this tuko pamoja. I'll just select this and make a copy. Then I'll just write there tuko pamoja, just like that. And then I will shrink it down and bring it in here. So almost the same size. Let me push it, yes, just like that. And we shall be okay. So we are through with everything. We just now need to change the fonts and many other things. So I'll come back to layers and I will lock the first one and unlock this and just take this outside here. Let me just take it outside here. So we shall be copying from here as we work on this. So we need to change the colors in here. So I will select the hands, or all the hands plus the fingers, hold shift and select these very hands. Then we shall double click on the colors. You can also, by the way, use this. You can double click in here and give it black, just like that. So we have black in the hands. Then we had yellow in here. So I'll just click here. Let me zoom in and see. It's passing a little bit, so I just need to shrink it kidogo. So I just come here and shrink it just like that, so that it is not outside. Then after that is selected, I will take the eyedropper. This is the eyedropper, and just click on the yellow so that I give it the exact yellow. Then I will take this very color of course the stroke. I may want to change this, but I believe this is red. I had already given it a red, so I think that one I don't need to change it. Then when you look on Jubilee, yes, this font looks similar, almost similar, especially on the B. Look at this B and look at this B. It's almost the same. U is the one that is not the same. Then the E, but then we shall just use this. Let me see if we can change it to something like bold. It only has regular. I don't know. We can have many more other fonts here we can choose from. There are so many. Get started. What is not happening? I just need some fonts. Why is it giving me few fonts? I don't know. Not finding what you need. My friend, I have so many fonts. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, let me click on this, select it, right click, then click on fonts. Then I have a list of fonts. Just a minute. Yes, I have so many fonts. I knew that. So I can use this arrow to move down. So I don't know which font will suit. I did not really sort for this, but we can go with what is there, and then you look for the perfect font. I don't know. Let me look at this bold. Okay, we may want to use that, then you'll change it later on. I don't have time to go and check which font is this. But please, I'm sorry, go check it out and see which font was that. So I select this and I will line it to the center. Yes, it's already at the center, no problem. This one, yes, at the center. And then I'll select this and make sure they are. Oh, Control Z. I may want to group this first, then place it at the center. Yes. Then let them be grouped because I think I'm finished with them. I don't have anything to do with them. So this Jubilee, if you look at this U, it had some, you know, cuttings, some openings. So we need to achieve that again. So we'll come to this very font, and all you need to do is to right click and then say create outlines. So it will now create outlines, and then what I need to do is to create a very thin rectangle and then put it there and do the necessary. So I'll come here and pick the rectangle tool, and I'll make a very thin rectangle, something like that. I'll give it a different color, maybe red, just like that. Then I would want maybe to rotate it, but let me bring it here. Then I will rotate it something like that and place it here. I don't know where it was cut. Where? It was a little bit down. Let me zoom in, and I don't know if this is big. I may shrink it further, then bring it somewhere here. Then I want the same size, so I'll just make a copy of this, Alt, then drag it to the other end. And I don't know where this was placed on this. Yes, it was placed almost at the same place. Yes, almost at the same place, just like that. I may push it down a little bit. Sorry. Then what I need to do is to select the Jubilee plus these two rectangles. So I'll make sure that I've selected both of them. Then I will come to Pathfinder. If it is not here, you come to Window and then make sure that Pathfinder is selected. The shortcut is Shift Control F9, but mine is here. Just select it and come to this point where they are telling me minus front. So it will remove the front, just like that. Control Z. What's not happening? Oh boy, what's not happening? Let me select this and Jubilee. Let me try this minus front. What is not happening? Okay, let me try to send this to back. Back. Let me set it to back. Then select both of them and repeat that. It's still removing that. I don't know why. Control Z. So maybe I need to separate this hue to be separately, because I think it's confusing everything. So all I need to do is to select this and let me see, can I can't do it when it is rasterized or when it is I've created the outlines. So I may want to, you know, rewrite this. I don't know which font was this, but then I may want to go back severally. Let me just copy this and place it somewhere. Control C, then Control Z, Z until I am back to where I was. So this is before it was rasterized. I just need to make this hue to be different from the other. So I'll select it, Control X, and then I'll give it a space, just like that. And then I'll press T on the keyboard and type or say Control V to paste the hue. Then bring it back here. I don't know if it is well positioned. Yes, but I believe that is fine. Jubilee, and you want to push it just like that. And yes, then I can select this and create outlines. Then my thin rectangle, I don't know where I placed it. Let me just draw another one. So let me draw a very thin one and change the color to red or any color, provided it is different from black. Then I can zoom in, make it a little bit thinner. The same process we did before. And just do this, and I will rotate it further, just like that, and bring it here. I don't know if it is too big, but I believe this is fine. Let me shrink it further, just like that. Then I will make a copy of it and place it on the other end. Let me place it there. Yes. And then let me now try to select both of them. And now minus front. Ta-da! It is done. I think that is what we needed. You can see now it has a very thin line cut here. And my friend, that is what we needed to achieve. Is it too small? I feel it is too small. Control Z. Then I will make this a little bit bigger. I think it is too small, right? We need to see it from far. So let me make it even more wider, because I believe it should be wide. Then I'll delete that and make a copy of this and place it somewhere just like that. Then I'll select both the rectangle and the letter U. Then I will minus front. Now look at that. It's now more beautiful, just like that. My friend, if you need, you can also make this to have the outlines if you want to. That will do you fine. Now it looks almost the same as this, only that the font is different, but we have tried to achieve the same thing. Then tuko pamoja, it's the same font, so only the color changes. So I'll just select this, take the eyedropper and click in the yellow so that we have yellow in there. So my friend, you see we have finished redesigning or changing this PNG to a vector. If I zoom in, however much I zoom in, this will not be distorted. Look at that. It is so clean, it is so beautiful. However much I zoom in, the vector part of it will not, rasterize or will not, lose its original shape and quality. Now look at this. If I zoom in, look at that. It is so bad. You can't want to use this. Look at this. Too bad. But then look at that. So clean, my friend. So beautiful. That is so good. I believe that this video has been helpful to you, and if that is the case, my friend, you already know what to do. My friend, boop that like button. And if you like the general content that I offer, you already know what to do, my friend. Hit that subscribe button, and not only subscribe, my friend, ring that bell so that you do not miss any other future tips, tricks, or tutorials. Otherwise, I hope I will see you in my next video. Peace.